Yeah.
I love God. Oh, I love that beat.
I love it.
I
I
love,
love it. I love it. I love it.
doesn't it get you all hyped and everything? So
Yeah.
listen, y'all. Tawanta's over there on her little, honeymoon romantic Mother's Day weekend vacation, which I am so jealous.
Girl, don't be jealous.
I was literally stalking your timeline.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, we got the tub right here, jacuzzi
Oh,
tub right here
girl.
in the room, girl.
My husband and I will be slipping and slide. One time we got a jacuzzi. One time was with long time, long time ago. We put so much of that bubble bath soap in there. Child, listen, the whole freaking hotel had suds. We couldn't figure out how to stop the jacuzzi from making all the suds. Child, we didn't know. It was all young, honey. Try. It was so funny. I'm looking at him. He looking at me. We're like, how do
Like,
we get rid of
what?
all the suds?
How we gonna do this?
We put way too much like
Oh, that's too.
bath soap in there, child. Oh my
That's
god.
too
But
funny.
it was fun. We had a good time now. But I
Okay.
hope you're having an amazing weekend and
I am.
stuff. Yeah.
I
Yeah. Sometimes you need to get away. You and I were talking about that before we hit the live button. Was like getting away is I'm so ready for it. We
Mm-hmm.
had our Atlantic City
Absolutely.
anniversary trip and that was so fun. I wanted to go back so bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
nothing like sleeping in a comfortable bed that's not yours.
Oh, yeah, and I slept like a baby.
Yes, you
I
did.
slept like a baby. I did. It was like I
Hmm.
said. It was. It's a place definitely to get away and to
Yeah.
just enjoy the quietness and just to let your body rest.
Yes.
And to reflect and
Hmm.
and to spend time. Like I said, we had the couples massage, all that good
Hmm.
stuff. So it was really, really nice. It was
I'm
well,
glad.
especially because I don't know if you saw on Facebook too that his brother's in the hospital too. So we got
Right, right,
us in your
right. I've
prayers.
seen that.
He's still in ICU and
Hmm.
he's still on the ventilator and everything like that. But we still praying. Take hour
Hmm.
by hour versus day by.
Yes.
So hopefully we definitely will see some improvement in terms of brain activity.
Right, right.
So yeah, just keep us in your prayer, guys.
We
So
are all here as a community praying for you and your
yeah,
family, praying for your
thank you.
husband. I mean, it's good that you even will do that. A lot of people feel kind of weird about even posting things like that, but the power of prayer is important.
It
You can
really
either
is,
be
girl.
praying for, to get for them to get through this and also for the family to get through this as well because this is very trying on the family. But
Absolutely.
yes, but you
Absolutely.
always in our prayers. So thank you
Thank
everybody for
you.
showing up for today's show. We have a really really awesome topic to talk about with each and every one of you, which is the four B's. It started out as the three B's, right, Talata? And then
Yeah, it
we
did. It did.
added on a bonus B.
We
We
had a
added on
little
a bonus B.
bonus.
Yes, yes. So I'm so excited. And I was on a talk show earlier today called The Huddle. And the person who's interviewing me, because I was getting interviewed, yes. The person who's interviewing me was talking about the Sister to Sister, our show.
Okay.
And he was saying how he watches it and he loves it and stuff. And I was telling him how this is like this is our favorite show to do. And he asked me like how it started, how it began. And I think it really falls into tonight's topic of conversation, which is the how we believed in the topic that the theme of the show, and then we was bold enough to even like we talk about some topics that most people don't want to even venture to, and then we
Hmm.
added in that bonus B, which we'll tell you guys about in
Yeah.
just a
Yeah.
second. But for you to want to, I would love because those of you who are first watching this show, Tawanta comes up with all the awesome topics, and I am the one that's doing all the stuff behind the scenes. And for those of you who are tuning in, this is like the number one show for women of color. For those of you who want to build up your mindset, your confidence, your influence, whether it's in your life or in your business. So I'm going to have Tawanta explain why she thought of the four B's as a topic for tonight.
Yeah, because it fits our character, it fits our style. We
Hmm.
wear this 24/7, ladies. We
Right.
not, we can't. I can say we can survive, but we can't survive because it
Right.
really fits us, you know.
Yes. Yes.
So yeah, we have the 4 B's, which is, be beautiful, be bold, be brave, and be kind.
We got believe, be bold, be beautiful, and then we're gonna have a fourth one.
Yes,
Yes. Yes.
yes. I'm sorry that my god sister's calling me.
It's okay.
Oh my
No worries. No worries. I knew there was like a little interference, but
god.
I believe that these 4 B's are like the foundation of us as women, of womanhood in general. That we have to really ask ourselves: Are we believing more? Are we
Right,
being
right,
bold? Are we being courageous? Are we like owning the room or owning the stage? And are we
correct.
really
Yeah,
are we being beautiful? And beautiful can mean anything. It can mean it can mean self-care. It can mean, I mean, we're going to dive into that part. And then the fourth bonus one we're going to dive into in a quick second. But before we get started, I want to give a shout out to all of you guys who are logging on and tuning in. Hey, Melody, how are you? Melody the Bling. Thank you so much for watching and congratulations on joining LBA. We got the legendary Shoshana Cuevas, honey, the lifestyle designer. Thank you so much for joining us. We need you on panel, mama. Definitely just tune in. We got Therese in the building. Thank you, love, for hopping on. Tanya King
what's up, Tanya?
Horn. Thank you, sis, for tuning in. Yes. And we got a new
Hey,
viewer. Hey,
Melody.
Ari. She said, and we need to
Oh,
embrace each other.
amen.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Women need to get into the habit of celebrating each other. We are worth celebrating. And I think, yes, this is Mother's Day weekend, and we're
Yeah,
sitting back and thinking about what is our hubby going to get us? What is our kids going to get us? But really, it's about also what are you willing to do for yourself? It's your day. Really, every
right,
day is our day.
right. Absolutely. Every day is
Yes,
day. No doubt
every
about
day.
it. We need to
Right, right.
celebrate ourselves, even though after the the big event, that comes once a year is over. We still need to celebrate ourselves, and thank God for those husbands and those special loved ones that does take the time out and celebrate us just because.
Hmm.
But it doesn't happen all the time, especially when we are in need of that attention or appreciation. We do it ourselves. Just do
Right.
it ourselves.
Right. Absolutely. We have to.
Hmm.
So, let's jump in.
Yes.
Let's jump in and hop on in and talk about these talking points tonight, which is the
Hmm.
first one is to believe. I think that's a good B to start off with is
Hmm.
does your faith is it outgrowing your fear? Because
Hmm.
we did spend the past year, what have you, living in fear and nervousness and just sort of looking over our shoulder in a sense, right? And
Yeah.
now that the world is starting to open up more and we're starting to break out of it, now this is sense of new belief, new beginnings,
Oh yeah.
which is so important. So yeah, Tawanta, you want to kick that off for us?
Yeah. I'm just, what we need to continue to believe in our faith. We cannot continue to get distracted over
Hmm.
things. I mean, we all endured a lot with this pandemic, and it's still going,
Right.
believe it or not.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, and a lot of us had dealt with more than enough
Hmm.
pain, enough tragedy, loss,
Hmm.
stress, all of that. And it can kind of like, mess up our faith or mess up
It
our
can.
it really, really can. But after a while, that's when you really start to dig deeper because you
Right.
know that this here is trying times, but it does not defeat who you are. It doesn't
Hmm.
defeat it actually strengthens you. This
Hmm.
is the word resilience. That's my
Right.
favorite word. This really builds your resilience. This really lets you
Absolutely.
see just how strong you really, really are, and that
Hmm.
you can conquer anything that the world hits you with, what the
Hmm.
enemy hits you with, right? And
Right.
they fall down. Yeah, but that's the perfect place to be because you could pray right there.
The
You
comeback.
you may shed your tears or whatever, but that's okay because the opposite of that, you smile. You're gonna have one of those days. You know, and I just truly believe that we continue to maintain our beliefs in God and our faith or what have you, and believe in ourselves, knowing that what is inside of you is going to break some walls.
Amen.
It's going to
Amen.
break the walls of fear, doubt, uncertainties, concerns. It's going to break the, break the walls of, what you've been experiencing outside of,
Correct.
your environment and all of those things. And it's such a great, great blessing to have other sisters
Hmm.
that, believe for you when you don't have
Right.
enough belief in yourself.
That's
You know what I'm
right, right.
saying?
I
And
think we're in a season now where you gotta not be the smartest person in the room, as we say,
yeah.
and get around other women who are doing more than what you're doing, who really force you to step outside your comfort zone and keep pivoting from there. I think
Right.
that is important. I mean, just recently, I'm really, and this is not just a recent thing, this is something I've always done. Like when people want to remove themselves out of your circle, and it could be
Mhm.
your program, it could be your community, it could be whatever, you
Right.
got to be okay with that. Because I always say, whenever one person goes, 10 more comes. And it's like I think we always get stuck when this change or shifts happening, or people decide to ghost you, or just decide to not to be involved with you, period. It's like it's not you, it's them. And I think that that belief when it comes to business is that people don't buy into what you do, they really buy into what you believe in. And I think that's really what's important, where people
Mhm.
are now looking at, well, what is the core foundation of who you are, and what you truly believe, which is always my mission statement, which is always, I believe that every woman deserves the right to be financially independent, so that
Yeah.
she can design the life that she deserves. And I believe that. I
Amen.
think that is important. So that's what it is. Like, what is you guys' mission statements? Tell us in the comments. What are some things that you're starting to now believe in? Now that you're transitioning to this new season, this new
Mhm.
year, this new
Mhm.
quarter,
Mhm.
whatever that might be, whenever you guys are tuning in. But
Yeah.
I am so excited about this particular talking point, which is believe, believe, believe. It's like people could tell you all day long what you shouldn't do or who you not are, but what
Yeah.
do you believe? Right? What do you
Right.
believe? Right?
Mhm. Mhm. It's so important that we definitely, you know, um, stick to the root of our beliefs. You
Mm-hmm.
don't let anybody or anyone, pull you away from that,
Mm-hmm.
because you
Mm-hmm.
have witnessed what your faith has done, what
Amen.
conquered. You know what I mean? So, and people vibe off of your strength, off of
Mhm.
your determination
Mhm.
of, I have this strong faith and belief that things are going to get better. You
Right, right.
in spite of what's happening, I
Yep.
just believe. And even if something doesn't turn out the way I hope, that's okay, because it's
Mhm.
building me up. It's building up my
Right.
character, it's building up, my confidence, it's building
Mhm.
up my faith even more. And it's
Amen.
teaching me that, I can survive. I can get through this.
But
You know,
the funny part of this is, it's the flip side of it all, is that let's talk about when people test your belief. Like,
yeah,
there's people out there that would try you, they would test
girl.
you, they would see like, hey, you really
Okay.
serious? Let me put you out there. Let me
Okay.
make a bad comment about you. Let me try to embarrass you, and they
Yeah.
test your belief,
Yeah.
and that's the best time to really double down on that. And we're
Mhm.
gonna we're gonna talk more about another B word later on, but I think that's true. Like, once you start to build up your core values and build up your belief and really stand on it, it's
Right.
gonna be people
Right.
that are gonna want to test it, right, Tawanta?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And
Yeah,
especially when you have made up your mind about certain things in your life
yeah.
that you want to go forward and accomplish some things and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
People are going to try to test you. People are going to try to distract you. People are going to say
Right.
some things that's going to shock you. Be like, why would you say
Mhm.
something like that?
Mhm.
And they're
Mhm.
going to have you
Totally left
second
field.
guess yourself, second guess your purpose, second guess your intelligence,
Mhm.
all of those things. But no, you stand rooted and grounded in your beliefs.
Right. And ladies, you have to address it then. Don't just
Absolutely.
like I had a conversation with my husband yesterday, and and I have certain triggers that when
Hmm.
people say certain things, I'm like, "Well, don't,"
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
I'm almost to the point where I'm literally
Today. Yeah.
nagging you to the point and antagonizing you to the point to make sure you don't trigger me with
Right.
that word or with that situation again.
Exactly.
Because you just have to be that way. And it's like, we had a conversation and he said something that triggered me, and I spent 30 minutes on getting him clear, like,
Mhm.
Don't bring that up. Don't
Mhm.
bring that up. And I'm sorry. Okay. But why would you bring that up? You know what
Exactly.
I'm saying? So it's like,
Right, right, right,
I'm
right.
going in. So guys, when you are setting the foundation of what you believe, what your vision is, what you want to go forward with, and somebody tries to trigger you or test you, you address it then. Don't just sweep that under the rug. Don't
Mhm.
say, well, I'm gonna give it to God. Yes, you give it to God, but you also address it too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like, you address it, and God will
I,
pour that seed in that person to say, all right, I don't want to bring that up again because I almost got backhanded. Not
yeah.
literally, but
Right, right, right. And you're right about that. We definitely, cast all our cares and concerns and all
yeah,
things to God. That's very, very important. But even with that, you still need to address it. And I
address
had
it.
a problem of doing that years ago because
Yeah, we
I'm the
talked
type
about
of
that
person.
on one of our shows.
Yeah, because I'm the type of person where I don't like conflict. I don't feel comfortable being in a conflicted type of situation or whatever.
Right, right.
To just stay quiet and out of the way. But
Mm-hmm.
it's affected me more if I don't
Right.
say anything,
Yeah, and
right? And
address
I
it.
just tolerate it, but yet I'm
Mm-hmm.
still not happy with it either. So it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't do me any good to keep things quiet. It's
Mm-hmm.
best for me to just say my truth, regardless of how it hurts that person, because it's not my intentions to hurt anybody.
Mm-hmm.
But when you've been abused verbally or and emotionally for so long, yeah, it eventually start to do that tit for tat. When you hurt me, I'm gonna hurt you, this kind of thing. But it still doesn't solve anything. you
Yeah.
know so it is important to really be very honest and speak your truth, and let people know how you feel about certain things, how it affects your feelings, and that you
Mm-hmm.
truly want them to respect that.
Mm-hmm.
And because you're respecting them, you're trying your best to respect them, but you hope that in return they do the same thing as well.
Right, right. And going back to what you were saying, which was a great point, by the way, about how your main intention is to not hurt people's feelings. And
Yeah.
a lot of times people know that, and they
Hmm.
know that that's
Hmm.
probably sometimes they do push the envelope because
Yeah.
they know you're not going to clap back. They know you're not going to say something. And
Right.
me
Right.
too, I've been that way for a long time, with just, sort of sweeping under the rug, and
Yep.
not trying to go against the grain, and just get through for the purposes of not arguing. Because I always say it takes a lot of energy to argue. It takes
Woo!
a lot of
It
energy
really
to
does.
argue,
Drains you.
ignore. It
Mhm.
does. It's draining. And why you want to live every day like that? But there's people out there that likes that. There's people like that loves negativity. And
Exactly.
that is the spirit that they operate on. That's what we said earlier on the previous show. Like, that's the spirit that some negative people operate on. That's why there's blog channels and tea channels and gossip channels and stuff like that. People
Hmm.
have built trillions and billions of dollars just off of gossip, and
Absolutely.
that's what they like. Me personally, I'm like, honey, it ain't my business.
No.
Like when the Jada Pinkett thing came out, and somebody's like, hey, what you think about that? Dang, none of my business. Their marriage is their relationship.
Yeah.
Nobody say
Me.
anything about it. We're all outside the bubble. For you to say in your opinion, there's no point, because guess what? That's their business. You don't
That's their
know what
business.
goes on in people's
That is
relationships.
their business. That is their business.
Yeah, I'm like, listen, they ain't got nothing to do with me.
Mm-mm.
Right. So let's jump on the second point, guys. And those of you who are watching and tuning in, please do us a quick favor. Share this broadcast out. If you're tuning in on our YouTube channel over on Facebook, please like it and subscribe. We would love for you guys to continue to watch the show. And also, we have an amazing community of some powerful and impactful women. We would love for you guys to join it as well if you also are a powerful and impactful woman, by going to bit.ly/sister to sister connection. You'll be joining our Facebook group community, guys. There's a few community for
Woohoo!
women like yourself who want to just grow and dominate and build a better mindset, be fellowship. We actually are coming up with a self-care day on
Mhm.
June 12th. So you definitely
Yeah.
want to be a part of
Get
that. So
excited about that.
definitely. Yes, definitely join us, and we'll send you guys more information about it. Yay! All right, so our next point is be bold.
Hmm.
What do you want to say about that, Tamata?
Oh my goodness, ladies, don't. You know what? Being bold, I think, is all about freedom.
Mm.
You know, when you are bold, you are being free from your heart. You are
Mhm.
not contaminating your mind, your heart, your
Mhm.
soul no more. You are speaking your truth. And let me say, I mean, now there's a way how to be bold, and
Mhm.
there's a way how to be totally, you know, beside yourself. You
Right, right,
understand? Being bold means that you are being honest. You're
right.
being clear about, you know, what you feel, how you feel
Mhm.
about some certain things, or about that relationship, or about that person.
Mhm.
You're not adding any adjectives, you know, being all
Mhm.
flamboyant and all that stuff,
Mhm.
because that turns the whole thing off. You know,
Mhm.
you're just saying things, even though things may be a little bit not comfortable, but you are
Mm.
being clear about it
Mhm.
because you don't want to carry it anymore. You know,
Right, right.
and you are also learning more about yourself, because you
Mhm.
see through this trial that we all are going through, we
Mhm.
have grown up in a way. We're
Yes,
not
we
the same
have.
anymore like we used to
Nope.
be four
Nope.
months
Not at
ago,
all.
not even a year ago this
Mhm.
time. A year ago
Mhm.
this time is totally different for everybody. Everybody was going through,
Amen.
dealing with the pandemic and how it's
Right.
affecting us emotionally, physically, spiritually, all of that. But here we go, a
Mhm.
year later. Thank God we're still here, and it has
Right.
truly given us that strength and confidence and boldness to move forward and to do the things that we have been scared of doing, that we have been contemplating it doing, and all
Mhm.
those things. And it's given us, you know, the boldness to really speak, you know, from our hearts, you know,
Right, right.
because life is so short right now. Life is
Mhm.
just too short, and we cannot continue to just, you know, allow things to just continue on in
Yeah.
our relationship, in our life, knowing that it's not pleasing, it's not appetizing, it's causing more pain and disturbance. We
Mhm.
ain't got time for that.
We
So I
don't.
truly believe that we as women every day we should be bold and
Right,
not
right.
and not be apologetic about it at all.
At all. At all.
At all.
And just be, dead set, unmovable, all those things. For me, when it comes to that boldness, it's like bold. Yes, I'm
Yeah.
bold,
Uh-huh.
and I always tell people like I have this alter ego in my mind.
Mhm.
Her name is Tropicana,
Oh,
and she's just fluid and she just walks in the room and it's like she has no competition because she is the competition and she is so sure of herself and there is no sense of lack of confidence or discouragement or anything and she
love it.
uplifts every single person
Hmm.
woman in the room and that's what I tap into because let me tell you something I could be damn near getting just today get into an argument with my family member a little disagreement or spat
Yeah.
and I could come on here and just pour that into this conversation but
Right.
again I transition to her I just exude her and it really has helped me along the way for these years of being in moments of feeling like oh my god do I deserve to be here like do I deserve this and
Yeah.
stuff because we all feel that way and sometimes we don't want to talk about how great we are because we don't want to brag we don't want to boast and things like that
Right. Right.
but
Right. Right.
we have to get out there and brag a little bit because that's God wants us to do that. He wants his people to be out there and on the forefront and things like that. So
Hmm.
that's boldness for me. Like, girl, you were just bold, girl. What? Like
Wow.
you
Yeah.
get in you ever be in a room, like you ever have that auntie like and she starts saying stuff that you thinking you're like,
I know, right?
did she
Everybody
say
has
that?
someone like that in the family.
But you've been thinking to say that to or let that person have it. But she's
Yes.
just that's why I tell people be careful because you're gonna get the right one. Keep messing
Hmm.
messing doing people 30. But
Hmm.
it's like, that's what it is. It's like bold. Like, come on.
Hmm.
Who's
Hmm.
gonna check me, boo?
Yeah, exactly. And you know when if you have people like that in your life, look at their track record. Look at their
Right.
lifestyle. They are
Hmm.
enjoying their life more
Right.
abundantly because they are not
Right.
carrying the weight of what they
Right.
should have said or nothing. They are just speaking their truth and being honest about it, and they are moving forward. You know what I mean? They're
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
waking going to bed all anxious and stressed out and this,
They're
that, and
setting things straight,
yeah,
setting things
setting things
clear.
straight.
Yeah, yeah. I
It's
do see that a lot in business.
age, you know, we live in the
Yeah.
golden age of life, you know.
Right, 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 right. And don't wait till you're like freaking 85 years old before you start really, telling people your mind. By then, I think it's kind of late.
Mm,
Some people overdo what I mean by speaking your mind, don't doesn't mean like you're cussing somebody out,
oh,
but you're
sure,
telling
right.
people like you're saying no thing, saying no more.
Hmm.
Saying no
Hmm.
sometimes is not a bad thing. Sometimes
Right.
saying no is you really saying, listen, I can't get this done because I'm so wrapped up in this situation, or this partnership or this relationship or whatever, just be
Exactly.
bold, be bold, be bold, be
Bold.
bold. Yes. All right. So let's go to the next point here, which is to be beautiful. Wow. Hmm.
Mhm. Yeah, be beautiful from the inside out, ladies.
Right, inside out. Be your level, whatever your level or beauty is. Like I have some clients who say, Letitia, I'm not really a makeup person. I want to show up live, but I'm not even. You don't have to. Beauty has nothing to do with makeup. It has nothing to do
No.
with anything. Your natural beauty is everything as well. It's like beauty could be you showing up in a t-shirt and you're giving some great content. Beauty is you could be creating a beautiful environment in your office space with some
Mhm.
diffusers and
Mm.
and all kinds of things. It's like, being beautiful is so many layers to it, right, Tawanta?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Your beauty is your ministry.
That's right.
Your beauty is your ministry. So
Hmm.
whatever you do, it is going to impact a lot of people. You know,
Amen.
it's going to impact people from all over the world, all generations. And if you just truly embrace the beauty that God is revealing to you, oh my goodness. I mean, you just be amazed at the radiance of
Hmm.
of what God has invested in you, the
Hmm.
power in you. Beauty is also powerful. You know what I'm saying? and
Right.
and you got to learn how to really absorb that power. Now, a lot of us
Yeah.
get intimidated by that too, and we should not be intimidated by the power, because you got people in your life that are intimidated by your power. They're intimidated by your ministry. They're intimidated by your beauty. you know
Right.
you should not allow people to diffuse your light. We have said that before. Don't allow people to burn you out. You don't burn yourself out. You
Hmm.
continue to be bold and be
Right.
and be believe in yourself. And but
Hmm.
yeah, definitely be beautiful, because what's inside of you is going to really change so many
Right.
people's life.
Amen. And another thing when it comes to beauty, I feel like obviously we're in the world of the Instagram and the filters and all
Hmm.
these things, and
Yeah.
you're probably looking at other people's platforms and their channels. You're like, I don't look like that. Honestly, I had to stop following some people and that I was looking at and I was having like body identity issues with, and
Yeah.
I'm like, oh God, I don't have those curves. I don't look like that, and then I'm looking at myself in the mirror. I'm like, girl, you have 5 kids and you look like this, you doing good.
You doing
Okay.
good. You doing
And
real
you don't have
good.
to spend no money or no Botox or no lipo or
Come
nothing, girl.
on.
You good. So stop it. So it's
Yeah.
like, again, if you are around people that making you feel some kind of way about yourself, maybe you just need to stop looking at them for a little while. Maybe you're in like, maybe sometimes when you're in that transition season of your life, a lot of things are very fragile to you and you'd rather just not even go there.
Right.
So that's one thing that I was doing recently so I can maintain my own personal beauty. So
Mm.
listen, ladies, we have a bonus point for you guys. Drum roll. And I totally forgot to mention this. We're going to be doing a
Hmm.
giveaway. Tawata and I is going to be launching some merch very, very soon. So if you want to participate in the giveaway, please type in hashtag sister to sister connection. Even if you won something previously, it's okay.
It's okay.
It's all right. You keep getting more merch. That's good. So we're going to be launching our merch very soon. And once we launch our merch, you are going to get it in the mail. So
Yeah.
type in hashtag sister to sister connection right now. And, I got to open the window first. Sorry. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. And I'll cue you guys on when to do it. Look at me.
Awesome. I'm totally excited about that. And as Letitia was saying too, that we do have our tribe. And so it'll be awesome for you ladies to just participate and be a part of the family, be a part of the community, because we are definitely doing some great things in that group. We are doing our monthly self-care events. We just had one recently and it was awesome. And we have one coming up, and we're totally excited about that. And we also have some other things coming up very soon as well, not just the self care, but we do have some things that we have been talking about that we definitely want to include in the group and get you guys all included as well.
Right, right. So yeah, guys. Okay, so now you can start typing in hashtag. Gotta do hashtag sister to sister connection. Okay, start typing that in the chat right now, and we will. Oh, you can hear me, right, Tawanta?
Yes, I can.
Oh, okay, good. I'm sorry. We got quiet there for a second. And we
Mhm.
will kick off the giveaway by the end of the show. So stay tuned.
Woohoo!
So, okay, so let's go to now. Let me change this to the trigger. So that way anybody coming on, they can see. Okay, great. So let's go to now talking about our bonus talking point,
Yeah.
which is to have boundaries.
Mm,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
start that off, sis.
I was about to say you go ahead and start that off, but go
Well,
ahead.
I could talk for days about boundaries. I mean, boundaries are like so freaking important, guys. I can't stress it enough. Um, Establishing the right boundaries at the right time,
Yeah.
that's so important. Um, okay, what are boundaries?
Mhm.
Boundaries are your limitations.
That's
Like,
it.
it's what you can put up with. Like, I can only put up with this much.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's as far as I'm going to go. I had to establish boundaries in my business. But here's the thing about that, guys. When you're about to enforce boundaries, you got to be serious about it, first of all.
Right.
Obviously, you got to be serious about it, and you got to be serious about enforcing it. What are you going to do when somebody oversteps your boundaries over and over again? What's
Mm,
going to be the punishment or the reaction? And I don't mean like punishment like, oh, you're going to start windmill and all this. I'm not talking about
yeah.
that. I'm
Yeah.
talking about you setting a tone to say, this is not going to keep on happening, not on my watch.
Right.
And I'm not going to put up with this anymore. I'm just not. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. It's like I have put up with a lot of crap,
Me too,
in
girl.
my lifetime. I definitely have. And a lot of stuff is like I let happen and seep by. And again, so whatever people will do to you wrong, obviously it's not your fault. But at the end of the day, what are you going to do to make sure that that situation doesn't
Yeah.
happen again? Or if it comes
Right.
up, what are you going to do?
What are you gonna do? Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
know, and sometimes with certain people it has to be okay, well, I'm just going to remove you out of my life, or I'm just not going to talk to you about this anymore,
Yeah.
or I'm just not going to put up with this situation. That happened to me just recently, where I was like, listen, this enough is a freaking enough. Like,
Mm-hmm.
stop. Like,
Mm-hmm.
stop it. I mean, what do you think about that, Tawanta?
You know what? That's where the be bold comes in.
Yeah.
Because when you're dealing with boundaries, this is where you have to be bold and you have to let
Hmm.
people know what you will and will not tolerate. And
Right,
you
right.
have to stand bold in that. You gotta be, you gotta let them know, okay, listen, I just cannot deal with this disrespect or dishonor.
Hmm.
There's a way how to communicate, there's a way how to respond, there's a way how to act,
Hmm.
and the way how you bringing it to me, I'm not dealing with it. I'm not
Hmm.
I'm not going to tolerate it. And as an example of this, seriously, my oldest daughter has been dealing with it at her job, where
Hmm.
with her manager and coworker, they talk to her in a way that
Right. Yeah, he's telling me about
yeah,
that.
she's like,
Hmm.
I am not dealing with that anymore.
Right, right.
And people can only deal with it for so long. And
Mhm.
after a while, it's just like, okay, enough is enough. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And so you really have to just say, okay, I'm done with it. Here's the boundaries. This is a line where you cannot cross
Mhm.
anymore. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? So yeah, it's so important, ladies, that you definitely keep those boundaries. Do not, sway from that. And even if that person's not satisfied, who cares? I mean, this is for you. This is for you. Like I said, you want to walk free from it. You want to have freedom in your mind and your heart and your spirit, right? You don't want to, like, okay, well, maybe I should just, be more lenient and this, that. No, no, because they weren't lenient with your feelings. So when
No.
they decided to say, so no, you just go ahead and
Mm-hmm.
just be cutthroat. You're not being cutthroat
Right.
in a rude way, but if it happens, okay, you repent later.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you just don't want to continue to deal with that. You have to speak your truth and move on,
Right.
because
Right.
no one's walking in your shoes but you.
Right. Right. That
Okay.
is true. Yeah. Nobody's walking in your shoes. Nobody is. And guys, type in hashtag sister to sister connection again. I want to
Yeah.
make sure all the entries went through. Um, but nobody's walking in your shoes. And I think people don't really understand the sacrifice and the cost that you had to pay in order to do the things that you're doing right now. And
Yeah.
people see the the come up or the glitz and the glamour side, but they don't really see the fact that you stayed up to 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock in the morning to continue that business. So they don't see how hard you worked out in order to be the size that you are today. And I think that now times people are really getting used to really testing the boundaries with other people.
Mhm.
They're not really understand, and we have to start giving people consequences. It's
Mhm.
like you can't. I'm pretty sure some of you have people in your lives that every time they call is always something negative, or every
Right.
time they talk to you is always something crazy. Hold on one
Yeah, absolutely. So you definitely have to, be focused and really stick to what you need to say. Don't change it for anybody else. You're gonna have people that's just not gonna be pleased with what your decisions are, or
second.
the changes that's gonna be made. You're gonna have people that's gonna try you, that's gonna, do all kinds of stuff,
I saw I
just
saw your thing.
yeah. They're gonna try, so
All
definitely
kinds of stuff.
all kinds of stuff. Been there,
Already
done
here, the boundaries. All my kids are coming in here and asking me all kind of questions. You got to make boundaries with your kids. It's like crazy. It's so much.
Yeah,
What?
absolutely. Yes,
Oh,
absolutely. And I want you all to let us know too. What are your boundaries?
yeah.
Some
What are some
that
boundaries you're enforcing this year?
that you are enforcing this season right now.
Hmm.
I mean, we all have been through a lot, and there are some things that it's just been too much and it's overwhelming. And it is time to just say, you know what, no more.
No more. No more. It's time to move forward. And I hope you guys
Yeah.
really enjoy these talking points. Again, there's still time. We're going to give you guys about 20 more seconds to get in on our giveaway. We got one entry so far. Let's get another one cracking. All
Woo!
you have to do is
Awesome.
type in hashtag sister to sister connection. And I do see that. Hold, give me 1 second.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all keep going. Y'all keep going. This is something that we enjoy doing. We love to spoil our guests. We love to spoil our viewers. So yeah, go ahead and put that hashtag in so we can go ahead and find out who our winner is for this week. And next week we definitely have a topic coming up, and we can't wait to discuss that topic with you all. It's going to be absolutely the bomb diggity. It's going to be fun. It's going to be amazing. And this is an opportunity for everybody, for all of you ladies, to come on the platform. Letitia and I definitely welcome you all, because it's not just about us, it's all of us. This is a sisterhood, this is a movement. And so it'll be a phenomenal blessing for you all to come and to definitely share with us your experiences, your moments, your testimonies, all of that, because we definitely learn,
Yes.
grow. We feed off what you have to share for us.
Yes, we feed off each other's energies.
Yeah,
We feel
we do.
off each other's support. It's
Amen.
such a powerful community to be a part of. So we got to get at least one more entry in order to do the giveaway, because how the tool works is that you got to have a minimum amount of entries. So again, guys, type in hashtag sister to sister connection. Y'all don't want some free stuff.
I'm serious.
Okay. There's a bunch of y'all on here. Well, I know you guys love the content. Yes, we got Yolanda, we got Therese, we got Melody. I have a sister named Melanie, so that's cool to see.
Melody.
I haven't seen this spelling in a while. Melody.
That's
That's
pretty.
that's quite interesting. And just to go back to that experience you was talking about with your daughter, it's like,
Yeah.
you know, people, if they see that you're a woman with a lot of promise, like they want to see you upset. Like it's like,
Yes.
and it's so sad when I see women doing that with each other. Like, girl, like stop. You know, I like giving compliments. I give compliments to any and everybody. I'm like, hey, girl, you look nice and everything, you know. And a lot of times people just like misery. I don't get it. I still don't, to this day, don't get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I can't. It's sad that we can't see the entry until we run it. But again, we need at least one more person, or we could just do this giveaway again on Wednesday. We'll see what
Hey,
happens.
I'm down with it.
I'm down with that too, child. So listen,
Yeah.
I'm about to go eat these scrimps.
You know that's funny because I have scripts too. I got
You got scrimps too, girl. We went to
Yeah.
Benihana's yesterday. It was so good. They made the shrimp and stuff. It was so good.
That
Yeah, I
sounds
really love it. Honey.
Awesome.
All right, guys. Thank you guys so very much for joining us for another episode of the Sister to Sister Connection Talk Show. Tawanta and I are going to be back here again on Wednesday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We do this show every Wednesday and Saturday. We let's say our next topic for next week.
Right.
And on Wednesday's show, we're going to talk more about this topic. So next week's show is going to be on. Sorry, let me tell you. It's on like popcorn when it's live over, honey.
I know, right? Y'all kids better run.
Cause I'm like right up to here. They don't. You ever see like a meter, it goes from yellow to red? Like, yeah, boom.
Yep, I hear you.
They literally just not caring right now.
Yeah.
All right. So next week's topic is going to be on May 15th. But we're going to come back again on Wednesday to give you guys the full details of this topic. It's going to be, don't be a surrogate, be an original mama. So Tawanta's going to talk about that topic and what it means and what it's all about. Teresa's like laughing at me because, you know.
She know what's up.
You know, she's been on many meetings and I forgot the record button was on, and it was hammer time, honey. Hammer time. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. And as always, love on your sister. All right. I'll see y'all Wednesday, 8:30. Bye.